All right, so it looks like Joe Rogan just got called out by Patrick Mahomes' wife because on the podcast he did last week with Shane Gillis, Ari Shafir, and Mark Normand, Shane brought her up along with Patrick's TikToking brother, who is the most insufferable person alive. Like, this kid is just the worst. I mean, people think Patrick's wife is annoying. His brother is on a whole nother level. This kid is terrible. Like, most people, I think, were rooting against the Chiefs just because of him, because they did not want to see him on the field afterwards TikToking, which is what we ended up seeing, unfortunately. So Shane Gillis, he's an Eagles fan, so he obviously was not happy with the Super Bowl results. And on Joe's podcast last week, he brought up Jackson and Patrick's wife, Brittany, and he started making fun of them a little bit. And then they played a video of her like screaming and flipping out after the win. And Joe made some remark about her that I guess she was not happy about.
Whew. How about that Mahomes? He's good.
No.
Sorry.
You know what I like, though? I came around on Jackson Mahomes.
Who's
I'm a
that?
fan.
The brother?
His brother that does TikToks, and his wife, his annoying wife that screams.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone hates on them, and it actually makes me happy.
No, they're fun.
His wife, have you ever seen this?
I don't watch TikTok.
Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback. Well, second. Jalen was obviously MVP.
Oh, that hurts.
Should have been.
I mean, an unforced fumble is tough.
Patrick Mahomes has a wife that's just wild. She's up in the box. She's like films herself. It's her and his brother. His brother does like TikToks, and Patrick's obviously he's the man. And then he's got a crazy wife and a brother up in the box, like doing all this shit. And his wife's up there like, "You thought you were gonna beat us? Think again." It's the best.
Forcing everyone like Bert to fucking be in a video.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot.
She's a lot.
Whoa, Jesus. Problem is they keep that same energy when you get divorced. They come after you. They come after you with that same energy. These kids are going crazy. Who's like football fans?
kid.
Like
I'm
who,
back.
who
I'm
gets
around.
more fired up than football fans?
I'd say
Football rules.
Proud Boys.
So I guess Patrick's wife wasn't too happy about this, so she put out some tweets about it. She didn't say exactly who she's talking about, but this is obviously about this Joe Rogan clip right here. She said something about grown men talking crap about someone's wife is real weird. Actual grown men hating on a woman in general is pathetic. So I thought this whole thing was hilarious. It's too bad Patrick's brother didn't make a TikTok about it. That would have been awesome. That would have been so funny. Also, Joe and Shane barely even said anything bad about her. She's probably happy they talked about her, and she's happy that she could put out this tweet and get some attention for it. It seems like that's all she cares about, is just getting attention. So Joe talking about her, she probably loves that. But, you know, she could say this all she wants. People are still going to be hating on her. If you're the wife of an NFL quarterback and you're always trying to be the center of attention and you're always yelling and screaming and you're making TikToks all the time, of course people are going to be goofing on you. That's just what comes with it. I'm sorry. And some of the stuff that these two do, it's like they want to be hated. Like, I remember last year at some point, Patrick Mahomes' brother, he was TikToking on the memorial for Sean Taylor. And then I also remember there was a story about him like going to a restaurant and he couldn't get a table or something, so he flipped out. Like, this kid is just the worst. He is like the most unlikable person ever. And I actually think this season they probably told Jackson to take it easy a little bit with the TikToks, because I remember last year, I think it was before like every game, he was on the field TikToking. This year, he wasn't really doing it as much, except when it got to the playoffs and the Super Bowl, then I think he started going crazy with it. But I think after last year, the team must have told Patrick, like, dude, you gotta tell your brother to take it easy here. Like, he's not doing us any favors. Like, I also remember last year at some point, he threw a cup of water at a fan, and then Patrick had to address it. So, I mean, it just sucks for Patrick that he has to deal with this. He's probably like, dude, can't you just go do your own thing? Like, I'll give you money or whatever, just leave me alone. And then after the Super Bowl, he's doing this stuff. Like, Jackson runs on the field while Patrick's being interviewed and starts TikToking behind him. Like, this man just loves the attention. And of course, he's awful at dancing. Like, he doesn't even know how to do that. He can't even take the time to figure that out. And he probably could have been a decent athlete too. I mean, I think he's 6'6", and obviously his dad was a baseball player. Patrick's a football player. He probably could have been a decent athlete, but instead he took his talents to TikTok. That's what's going on here. And I actually don't have a problem with Patrick at all. I mean, he actually seems like a decent guy. He seems like a humble guy, and he's obviously really good. Like, when he won his first Super Bowl, I'm like, all right, that's cool. I had no problem with it. And then I figured out about his TikToking brother. Now I just want to see them lose every single game. I'm sure like most people who aren't Chiefs fans. All right, so that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Jackson and Patrick's wife and this whole situation. And then make sure you check out my Patreon account. I'll put a link in the description and maybe in the comments as well. I just posted a new video on there about one of the most annoying Joe Rogan guests ever in one of the cringier episodes. So make sure you check that out, and then make sure you hit the like button here, then hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.